Hi guys, welcome down to the channel. Andy Carter here, and today I'm going to be talking you through the fairway woods. Okay, I've got old Bluey out here, and those that have been following my content for a while will know I've kind of gone back to the old Nike Vapor, but I have a brand new fairway wood coming very, very soon, so do stay tuned to the channel. But today I'm going to be teaching you how to hit these, because they are it's probably the hardest golf club to hit outside of trying to hit the driver off the tee consistently, because this is a very low lofted club. It's a long, very long golf club, and the consistency of strike and where you're going to hit the ball in the club face is so difficult. But with this tip today, it could help you get better. Right, so the big reason I'm still holding on to my head cover for dear life is that this is the big part of today's tip, because when your club comes into the golf ball, it will glide along the ground, and there's nothing wrong with that. So in fact, it's exactly what we want to do. We speak so often about angle of attack, and you grab a 7-iron, you want to hit down on the ball by 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees, etc. You get your driver and you want to hit up on the ball by 2 or 3 degrees. But then we get to fairway wood, and it's kind of like, well, I'm hitting it off the ground, but it's a fairway wood very similar to my driver. And you think of the iron, you think of the driver in terms of angle of attack, meet it halfway and you come back to around about 0. So we just want this club brushing along the ground. And the reason I've got my head cover is that visually, I want you to look at the width of your head cover, or the length of your head cover, sorry. And I want you just to get the feeling that's how long the club's going to feel like it's gliding along the ground. And I'm going to put the golf ball in around about the center of my head cover. Okay, what you could do, you could even just, if you wanted to improvise, put your head cover down, put a golf tee in the middle, which is what I'm going to do for this video so you can see a little bit more. And I want you just to get the feeling that that's where the golf club is going to land. But I want you to allow the club to start to scrape the ground before the golf ball. It's going to gather the golf ball, and it's going to scrape after the golf ball as well. Now obviously it's not going to dig into the ground before the ball. It is just super low to the ground. And this is where the majority of golfers struggle, and it's why it is literally one of the hardest golf shots to hit, because we've got such a long club, such a low loft, such a big head, and very small margin of error. So I've got the tee there. I'm just going to allow this golf club to brush the ground. You can see a little bit of grass just pulling up as I hit the shot, nothing too much. And really, there's no mechanical secret to this. We've all got very different golf swings. Some golfers come from the outside, some come from the inside, and when you do too much of either of those, the golf club is going to want to land in different angles anyway. So what I want you to try and do, I'm going to put your feet together, so you can get a good feel that your shoulders are rotating back, and then just rotate all the way through. So feel like you're making a nice big golf swing with your feet together, okay? Because again, now we're not worrying about where the weight is being back or the weight being forward. I just want you to get a good balanced rotation through the shot. And that's exactly how you're going to hit the first couple of balls as well. You're going to get the feet together, good setup and good posture still. Rotate and hit through. Okay, not worrying about the quality of direction or the height or really where you're hitting it on the face too much. But what we want to start to feel is that the club is gathering up the golf ball. And you also know that to hit the golf ball with a little bit more distance from this position, it can't just come from your arms. It's got to come from your core. It's got to come from your hips, your chest and your shoulders. Okay? So it's a really good way, of making sure that you're able to rotate back, down, through. You're not allowing the club just to dig into the ground. Okay, you've got lots of rotation. Look where I finished. It didn't look particularly fast. It wasn't particularly fast, but I got the full maximal movement in my lower body and my upper body to generate a nice strike on the golf ball. Just a very simple feeling on the way through. Because a lot of golfers, again, when you get the 3-wood in hand, you want to try and smash it down as hard as you possibly can, and you start to use too much in your arms. So just allow the lower body to rotate, allow the shoulders to turn, and your ball striking like this will improve twofold. My advice for this is to literally hit 20, 50, 100 golf balls like this. It's a fantastic drill for every single part of your game, but particularly this side of it, the long fairway woods, the shot where you're maybe trying to make up for a poor drive, or being positive, you're trying to hit the green in 2 or 3 or whatever it's going to be. If you're a golfer that uses fairway woods a lot because you struggle with distance, again, the consistency that you need to hit this golf club is massively important for your scoring. Once you've done a few of those drills, you're going to take your setup again back into a normal setup position. So the ball's not going to be in driver, but it's not going to be in iron. It's just in between the two. You're going to still make sure you get that maximal rotation of your chest and your hips. And then you're going to make sure the club still sweeps through the golf ball in the same way it did with your feet together. Guys, thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this tip, please do hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference to me and the channel, but it also hopefully makes a massive difference to your golf game as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.